Welcome to Buttermere in England's Lake District. The walk around the lake here is meant to be one of the most stunning in the country. And behind me, where the trees are, is the start of where the water is. And in front of me, I'll just turn the camera around. This is the village also known as Buttermere. Behind me is a hotel that was formerly known as the Fish Inn in the 1700s, and there's a story about the Maid of Buttermere who lived there. The Maid of Buttermere was Mary Robinson, the daughter of the owner of this inn. In 1792, she was noticed by the author Joseph Palmer, who wrote one of the first Lake District guidebooks. In his book, he described Mary in the following words: "Her hair was thick and long, of a dark brown. Her face was a fine oval, with full eyes and lips as red as vermilion." After the book was published, many tourists came to the inn to see Mary. In 1802, Mary married a man who turned out to be a bigamist and an impostor, and he was hanged for his crimes. She eventually married a local farmer who had been one of her admirers for many years. And behind me, this is the old village school here in Buttermere. It was opened in 1866, but it's no longer a school today. It's now used as a village hall. Behind me is the village church. There's been a church on this spot since 1507, but the building you see today dates from about 1840. I've just tried to go in the church, but the door's locked. The sign says here it's open, but there must be certain times when it's not. If you know when it is open, leave me a comment under the video. So while I'm waiting on my lunch, I'll tell you a little bit about how to get here. Bottomere is a small village about maybe 9 miles from Keswick. The last 6 miles to drive here seem to take quite a long time because the roads are very narrow. There's a lot of passing places. You can't always get two cars to pass each other. The roads are very windy as well along the side of the mountain. And once you get here, it's not easy to park. So last time I came here was a midweek day in April. I came at lunchtime and it was fine. It was very, very quiet, including in the car park. Today, it's also midweek day. It's a Tuesday. It's lunchtime. But I arrived here maybe 11 o'clock and I really struggled to park. I had to drive round a couple of times to find a space. There are payable car parks, which is what I'm in today. It was £8.50 for the full day. But there are people parked in laybys and on the side of the road, just up outside the village near the church. You can park there as well and you wouldn't pay anything, but I would be careful about where you leave your car on these laybys. They're not designed as an actual parking spot. It's just that people have left their cars there because there is a little bit of room. As this is one of England's most stunning walks, I would imagine the weekends are very, very busy. I've never been here on a weekend, but if I come again, which I probably will because it is so nice, I've discovered there is a bus from Keswick and I've just taken a picture there of the bus stop with the times and the routes. I would probably park in Keswick and get the bus. It takes 48 minutes, which sounds long for the distance, but it's actually a very scenic route through Honister. So that would be quite nice, I think. So if I come again, I'm going to do that because it was quite stressful trying to find parking and driving on these small winding roads. I didn't really like that. So the sun's back out now. I started to walk it maybe half an hour ago and it was warm and sunny, blue sky. And then a big grey cloud came and it started raining. And I've just been hidden under a tree for about 20 minutes waiting on it going off. But the clouds are going now, the sun's coming back out. So when you come to the lakes, check the satellite images for the weather. They're probably better. I didn't, which is why I got stuck with the rain. But the forecast just said sun all day, which isn't right. This can happen in the lakes, so it's probably best to bring a rain jacket with you. I haven't today, which is why I got stuck hiding under the tree. Now, I don't know the names of these big mountains in front. If you do, let me know in the comments. So when I came here before in April, it was much quieter. Today, which is May and midweek, you can still get quiet spots to yourself, but the path is still quite busy. Every 30, 60 seconds, I'm passing somebody else. I think if I came back again, I'd probably stick with April on a midweek day. A weekend, I can imagine, would be much, much busier. And just coming up behind me here is a tunnel built into the rock. It was built by one of the former estate owners. Apparently it's really dark inside, but it's sunny today, so hopefully I'll be able to see without a torch. So the tunnel was okay when I first went in, but when I got halfway, I had to stop the video because it was getting too dark. I thought I was going to trip up, so I had to put the light on, had to use the light on my phone. So the white building at the top of the lake, I'm almost at that point now, is the halfway point. That's exactly opposite the beach where I started this morning. The sun's coming out again, it's partially cloudy and it's quite warm. And because now it's about 4 o'clock, I think a lot of people have done their walking for the day and gone home, because it definitely feels a lot quieter now than it was when I started around lunchtime. At this end of the lake, there's a bit more of a beach and there's more grass, so there's a lot more open space, and there's nobody here at the moment. I'm here on my own, so this is probably a good time to come. So at the top end of the lake, there's another car park here. And it's 4 o'clock now. As you can see behind me, there's now a lot of space, although it is a Tuesday. I'm not sure what that was like this morning, but if I'd known about it before, maybe I could have tried that and started my walk from this side. And right next to it is a little kiosk selling ice cream, so that's my next stop. There's a sign that says extra parking in the yard. And here is their yard with the overflow parking. I just got a lemon sorbet, which is really good because I feel too hot now. So I've probably got another 3.5 kilometres to go down the other side of the lake before I'm back at my car. But I've just heard a rumble of thunder, so even though it's been warm, sunny, and I've had ice cream and everything, it was raining earlier for about 20 minutes where I hid under a tree to escape the shower. So I think I've had all types of weather today. I'm just hoping the thunder doesn't come back and the rain doesn't come back until I'm back at the car. So one half of the sky is full of these grey clouds. Can feel a little bit of rain again as well. But on the other side, back at the lake, you've got clear blue sky. So that's where I'm heading to. So now it's 5 o'clock and I'm back on the beach where I started this walk a few hours ago. But all people are gone. I've got the beach to myself. So this is a good time of day to come when we've got long spring and summer evenings and daylight till about 9 o'clock. If you come here about 4 or 5 o'clock, you probably have the place to yourself like I have now. If you want to do a longer hike, rather than just walking around the lake, there are plenty of other hikes, more challenging hikes in this area. First, you've got all the mountains around the lake. You've got waterfalls and there's some small pools hidden up here in the mountains. I don't know where any of them are because I'm not a swimmer anyway. But if you like that sort of thing, there's a few of them in this area too. The only one of the mountains I've been up here is the one right behind me. It is that one there. That is Fleetwood Pike, and that one I found very difficult. I can put on the video some pictures when I reach the top, and you've obviously got the view over Buttermere, which is very nice. But after I came down, as usual, my calf muscles were sore for a few days, which always happens when I do a big hike. But one of them didn't get better, so I went to physio and found out I had a calf tear, because that one was a bit too steep for me at the start. I think I just pushed myself a bit too much, so I won't be doing that one again in a hurry. The others are a lot bigger than that, I think, so they'll be too difficult for me. So I hope you enjoyed coming along on this walk. It is a really, really stunning walk, especially if you get good weather like this and when it's nice and quiet. So it's worth thinking about the best time for you when you can come. So I'm going to end the video here, and I will be putting some more videos on similar to this because I don't live too far from the Lake District. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.